Hey, how's it going? This is Mike from the RC Cafe. I'm just going to show some highlights of my Traxxas Summit, 1/10 scale Summit here for sale on eBay. It's running a Turnigy 2100 kV motor hooked up to a 160 amp 8th scale ESC, also made from Turnigy. In addition to that, there's a glitch buster hooked up to channel 2 on the radio, so you've got a capacitor built in for some extra power when the unit's electronics demands it. Handling all the servo functions, we've got a Turnigy TGY 5521 Metal Gear high torque servo. This basically is also a high power servo and can be run directly off of a 2S Lipo if you wanted to feed it 8.4 volts. When it's running off of 7.4 volts, it's actually got 338 ounce-inches of torque, and running off of the standard power from the radio there, and coming from the built-in BEC on the ESC, it's actually running 299 or basically 300 ounce-inches of torque, which is 50 ounce-inches more than the standard 2075 servos that normally come in here. So this one servo alone is 50 ounce-inches more of torque than the dual 2075 servos, because they're only 125 ounce-inches each. This one's running at 300 and can be run at a higher voltage for even more. So as you can see, the one servo has got plenty of power to run the steering on the front tires there. And the nice thing about running one servo, you never have to worry about the centering on the two being off, because you've only got one servo. It's got nothing to fight. Sometimes those dual servos, if they're not centered properly, they fight each other when you're trying to turn, or if you're trying to run it, and it basically generates extra heat and extra power loss, and it's just not a good situation. So I'm going to show the unit here functioning. As you can see, you just saw the servo turning, working nice and quick. The high-low transmission is actually being handled by a Corona DS929MG, which is a Metal Gear servo. So that changes from high to low gear really quick. No issues there. It has no problems popping that in and out. The front and rear remote locking differentials are handled by the standard Traxxas 2065s. So that's the rear and that's the front. So you can see them engaging and disengaging. And then basically the unit itself I have powered right now off of two 2S Lipos. So it's got 4S of power. And this is just off of my XT60 power connection here. None of the XT60s or the batteries come with the auction. You actually get Dean's connector right off of the ESC, and I am going to include a Dean's to Traxxas style battery connector. So if you had Traxxas style batteries, you can basically hook this right up and it'll run directly off of that for the Y adapter. And I have other adapters like this available, going from Traxxas to Dean's to the XT60. So if you need something else, let me know and I could probably wire something up for you, no problem. As you can see, it's got the nice blue zip ties there, which is the theme for this. I got blue zip ties kind of holding everything in place to match it all in. So I'm going to give it a little bit of throttle here. It'll hold the truck. As you can see, it's got some good power. Got some nice ballooning of the tires there. I can switch gears and then kind of show you the low gear. So it's actually even still got the ability to kind of run in low. Even though it's not a sensored motor, it's sensorless. It still can run pretty slow with the gearing, with the way it's set up. And then, of course, in low gear, I still got some pretty decent speed. Pretty decent speed in low gear, nothing crazy. It's a 68-tooth spur right now and a 18-tooth pinion. So you can feel free to change these around as needed to different gearings and everything. And I have the gear cover off right now just to show this, but it does come with a actually a brand new gear cover to cover that up. So this is the truck. Got any questions? Shoot me an email or just shoot me a message through eBay, and I'll be happy to help you out. Thanks.